Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Now guys, let's take a look at the gold market. We need to make an update on the gold because you probably, everybody know what's going on the financial markets right now with the new spiral of the tariff spiking and this turmoil around the Turkey-United States relations. Europe right now is frightened that these problems could be transposed to European Union, and all this stuff right now, the shaking markets, and you can see the growing demand on the safe haven assets, and you can see on the United States Treasury bonds. On the dollar, demand on the dollar have increased significantly. And why we are making an update on the gold today? Because logically, this demand on the gold market also should happen, because this gold market usually treats as the safe haven in the current situations. But the fact that we do not see sufficient demand on the gold and we do not see sufficient rally on the gold makes us think that gold probably should drop in the next week. So everything stands actually in agreement with our previous thought, previous view that we have discussed in last week as well. So the long-term scenario with the possible upward bounce on the weekly chart still stands on the table, but currently we have more signs and more confidence with another leg down before gold will get the chance to show the upward bounce. So yesterday, on the previous week, this was not as obvious as right now, because well, market has reached a strong support. Some hints, some signs of the possible upward bounce already have started to appearing, but currently we have more inputs, more signs that gold indeed could show another leg down. So first of all, gold stands in a very tight range. As market has hit the major 1205, 1215 support, the price action that we see on the gold market is not the one that usually typical for bullish reversal. So when market stands in the bullish reversal, it behaves differently. Last week, the trading range was so small that we even do not need to update our daily analysis. So that's a really unique situation, guys, and it happens, by my mind, it's just the first time while I'm working with the FPA. So it usually happens quite rare, but that's the issue that we have right now. So even on the daily chart, situation stands so tight, so price action is so tight that we even do not need to update the daily picture mostly. And that makes us think that indeed the downward action could happen in the beginning of the next week. So what other issues we have? First of all, take a look that market shows very good harmonic bounces every time when it hits the bottom of this channel. And this bounce, usually the major part of this bounce takes approximately 5 sessions. Here, almost a week. Slightly great, slightly small, but approximately 5 sessions. Here again, most recent also 5 sessions, but take a look what has happened recently. First of all, gold market hasn't reached the opposite border of the channel, dropped lower back to the bottom, and within the 5 sessions, market wasn't able to complete the harmonic swing. The grabbers that have been formed last week and on Monday are still valid, and they are suggest taking out of these lows. Range stands very small. Also, guys, here we have kind of the bearish dynamic pressure, so I will delete this circle. Don't need it anymore. Take a look. The market has turned trend bullish, but price action stands flat. That's the sign of the bearish dynamic pressure. This happens every time before the new drop is happening. The same was here, flat action with the bullish trend collapsed. So every time it's happening when the market turns to the new drop. And the same we have here. So that makes us think that existence of the bearish grabbers, inability to complete the harmonic swing, existence of the bearish dynamic pressure, too small range of the trading, poor reaction on the major support that we have right now, makes us think that the land leg should be formed. As you know, level 95, that's the level that we're talking about. On the intraday charts, guys, we mostly keep the same pattern valid that we have discussed last week. That's the same butterfly. But on the last week, we have talked about 127 possible starting upward reaction. But right now, we're changing a bit, adjusting the levels, although the patterns are the same. And now we're watching for 1618 extension of the butterfly. Here, the major pattern that we're watching here is the butterfly, and that should shift to the hand shoulders if market indeed will show respect of the major weekly support. That's our medium-term trading plan. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, we have approximately the same issue. Bearish dynamic pressure, kind of in the way of the triangle. Poor reaction on the 127 completion of the butterfly. As first leg up has happened here, bounce up has happened, mostly 2 weeks, market spent inside of this range. It's forming some triangle, pennant patterns, continuation pattern. Finally, on Friday, reaction was very poor in relation to the factors that have triggered it. So this was really boiling pot on the market. You can probably see what is going on in the euro currency, in other markets, but on the gold market, it has tried to react correspondingly, but close to the session, it has dropped back. So it means that investors do not hurry to buy the gold. And bearish grabber has been formed as well. So it suggests the taking out of these lows. It will mean the breakout of this range, and it could become the leg that will push market right to the level 96. That's what we will be watching for on the next week. But longer term scenario is building and is forming, and it's still on the table. So you can see this is just the part of the big pattern, and this drop will not cancel this. It just will lead to the final leg in the large pattern, because you can see longer term MACD divergence is growing and everything stands okay. So that being said, daily traders are watching for a drop to the level 96 and watching for possible taking the long position in this area. Scalp traders could search for a chance to go short on the intraday charts. For example, on the hourly chart, maybe you could watch for some retracement up here on this most recent leg, dealing with the grabbers against this top and hoping the market will continue to move lower. So that's scalp setups that we have, short-term setups that we have on the intraday charts. So with the target approximately level 97 right here. But our major step is, of course, waiting for this drop and see what will happen at this point, because that will be the culmination point for the gold. So we either will get the bounce or it will be miserable collapse, miserable failure. The gold market will just proceed, move lower, because you know our major target is 1180. This is the yearly build support one this market is gravitating to. So that's what we see right now on the gold market. Situation is really thrilling. Market is coming to the final point of this setup, and where we will see the final decision. So what's really will happen.